So I just finished Pacific Drive, and here's my overview of it, / review of it. I thought it was a great game. It was a unique experience for me. I didn't know what to expect when I had ordered it. And it's kind of a lonely game. There's no real enemies or characters in the game. There's just aspects of the world to interact with, such as these things here, which I guess could be classified as enemies, but there's no combat. Even that thing right there, it's just if it sees you, it grabs you with a magnet and kind of throws you. Most of the game will take place inside your station wagon. You can get out and explore. And you are exploring for resources and energy to upgrade parts, upgrade fuel, upgrade abilities, and storage, and just every aspect of your vehicle that you could probably think of, the engine down to the wheels. The game reminded me a lot of SnowRunner, of Dredge, and just various roguelike games. I'll see. And it just kind of pulls you. That's all it really does. But it can put you in situations where you'll take damage getting out of it. But anyway, the game reminded me of those in terms of how you manage inventory. You can drive right into the anomalies and screw everything up if you want. But as you unlock more zones in the game, the resources are rarer and used for rarer technologies, etc. I don't even know why I was driving this way. But in the game, the object of the game is to get to the center, I believe, of, well, not really the center, to the origin of what is happening in the Olympic Peninsula. The story is that the government walled it off, and there's been radiation leaks and a mass hallucination. There's various events that you have to kind of unfold the story with. There were aspects of the story I did enjoy, aspects of the story I didn't enjoy. There's 3 characters in the game. You never see them. You never interact with them. They talk, and you can hear them, but you actually never speak as a character, and you never see them. Overall, it was a fun game. When you're in your garage, which is your home base, you plan your route, and you can go the whole route if you want, and teleport back to the garage. That you'll spend time gathering resources and research and notes on your route, or you can sometimes end it early by just gathering up those energy anchors, is what they're called, and you put them inside your vehicle, and you will be able to teleport back. And you can choose when your run ends, or you can keep going. Sometimes you can reach a dead end if you don't plan your route accordingly, and you'll die, but I've only done that a couple of times. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward game. Just build parts, be an idiot, and drive straight into anomalies that cause your car to freak out. And damage the vehicle. Overall, I'd say this game was worth playing. I was happy with it. I really like the genres that it kind of touches on, of survival and roguelike and open world, even though there's boundaries in each little level. They do change every time you enter them. The only thing that's relatively the same is the resources that you can find there and the anomalies that you'll interact with. But I just got the platinum a few minutes ago. Didn't take me too long. I'd say maybe 30, 40, or 50 hours. It felt like a relatively short game. Most of the time I spent was grinding out resources for the final bits of research, which there's the logbook, which you can fill up with everything in the game. See, there's stuff I still won't even have discovered. But there's also your inventory. This is where it reminded me of Dredge, because the way you have to, like, manage your inventory, and you can kind of Tetris it around and fit stuff in there. There's your backpack, and then there's the inventory in your actual vehicle, which you can expand for all the resources and things you find. And then there's the blueprints in the game, which are the abilities and items you can build, the tools for gathering resources, the things to repair your vehicle, the parts of your vehicle, the different wheels of your vehicle, headlights, the fuel, the battery, the engine. There's all the abilities you can do, the more complex parts that you build from just different things that you can gather up in the world. And then there's the missions. This the dumpster one. It's always on my heads up display. I can't ever get rid of it, even though I've completed it. But it was like I said, a pretty interesting game. I don't have too much more to say about it. If you like driving simulation, it's pretty good. The driving feels good. The vehicle feels good. It should. It's where the primary part of the game takes place. So yeah, I would recommend it if you just feel like a pretty simple game that you don't have to spend too much time in. As the back of the box says, it's you and your station wagon, your car, your way. Investigate the exclusion zone, a hazardous place filled with surreal anomalies. Each outing is a new journey. Check the map, gear up, and hit the road. Face the supernatural dangers of the Olympic exclusion zone in this driving survival adventure where your car is your lifeline. Scavenge resources, load up your trusty station wagon, and drive like hell to make it through alive. As you gather resources and stuff, the levels will start to deteriorate, and radiation storms and supernatural storms will start to tear the world apart, and you have to escape into these gateways and get back to the garage. Eventually, as the story unfolds, you kind of find out why everything is happening. So, let's play and learn as you go.
Off you go. Make a left out of the garage and follow the access road. Through and through. Don't be scared. Haven't exploded in anyone's face. Recently. And we're patched. Everything's in working shape, more or less. I've hooked up the antenna to the route planner. Give it a look after you're done peeping through my garage.
gizmos in here. Oppia wasn't operating no normal auto shop. A fabrication station. Oh, her personal vault. Oh, you did it. Hey, you actually did it. Ah, boy howdy, I cannot wait.
Don't have one of those fancy degrees that you and Oppie had. The closest I ever got to science was wiping down your lab benches. I saw the things that you did with your research. I saw the things that you did with your research.
This second report's a good one. Ready to hear where the remnants came from? The original